Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 9 of my Divine Journey to Let's Play. Starting out, I want to show you the new enchantments I got in my armor set, and I actually got some really good ones. Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on everything now, which is really great to have. Aqua Affinity and Respiration 3 on the helmet. Iron Wall, which stops knockback, and Last Stand, which I'm not entirely sure what it does, but I'm sure it's something cool. Unstable 2. Actually, I didn't enchant them. Leggings at all, or pants. And then Depth Strider 3 now on the boots, which is awesome. I also upgraded my tools to have a steel leaf from the Twilight Forest. And what this does, this is great. It allows my tools to be repaired by steel leaves, which are in my hotbar. Which effectively means, since steel leaves can be created for pretty cheap with a Spirit Herb and steel, I have unbreaking tools, which is awesome. My good tools are now my unbreaking tools. And I also have spent a bit of time putting together an idea for what I want to build next and gathered the materials for it. We got a lot of the same materials as the building that's currently behind me, as well as a bit of new stuff. Without further ado, let's watch this landscape transform. Just like that, the building is finished. I like this design here. It's not super big. I actually originally made it bigger, but then it was too large to fit in the space we had. But I think this will be really helpful because we're going to be able to set up the automation for producing things for Applied Engeristics in here. Starting out, I'm just going to put some basic machines here, like the charger and the inscriber, and just kind of have a manual setup going, similar to it as I have in the mechanism building. And then once I get further and unlock things like auto crafting, I'll probably put something here that auto crafts whatever I need, most likely just like processors and whatnot. We still have our setup connecting to our power in. I was able to kind of sneak it in on the back wall here through some clever placement of the relays, and I like how it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, head into free cam, show you the top. I like the roof. It's all lit up rather than just having a bunch of torches all over the place like over here. Yeah. Another thing that I forgot to mention that I added to my hatchet and my, let me turn off advanced tooltips. My hatchet and my pickaxe is direct using, it's up here, Vibrant Alloy, which means when I mine something, let's mine something. Where's the closest tree? There's the closest tree. When I mine something, rather than having to go and pick it up, it just goes right into my inventory. You can see it in my hotbar. Counting up, which is so very nice. It doesn't get automatic drops from like leaves that are a result of destroying another block, but it does get things that I mine directly. I've also been running the excavator this entire time, so we have a lot of osmium and a lot of iron now, which is great. And over here, we have a lot of gold and a lot of copper, which is also great. Yeah, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good, all things considered. We are getting ready, looking at our quest book, to get through chapter 8. The next step is going to be going to the Aether and to Iceika. Let's say Iceika. And during that, we'll get a lot of new materials that'll allow us to get better gear. However, I wanted to make sure I was getting good gear to not die in the Aether or Iceika, because that would really suck. I'm trying to stay alive as long as I can. If we look at my statistics, since last death, 1 day, I want to see how long I can get that. I think I've only died 6 times, 5 or 6 times, and I want to keep that going as long as I can. Behind me, you can see this timer running. It's to speed up. I can actually probably turn it off now. It is to speed up the amount of cloudberries, wildroot, and stalacrate I get for my staff. That's the word I'm looking for, the staff. Yeah, for the stuff I get that I use here. Some of the spells are really cool. Ow. Another one I have is Radiance, which is like a long-range projectile weapon, which is fun. And it also teleports drops directly into my inventory. My cat just hopped on my desk. He's gone now. My cat, who my profile picture is based off of. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling and get geared up for the Aether. Maybe I'll put the portal like right behind me. I cleared out the spot that, what do you have to say, miss? What do you have to say, Miss Bistat? It's my cat's name. I cleared out this spot after the AE2 stuff was here. I didn't really like the pattern I had on the ground. But maybe I'll put the Aether portal here and the Iceika portal or something like that. I made a path up to the Erebus portal. And yeah, I will catch up with you guys shortly. And hopefully my cat doesn't jump on my desk anymore. See you soon. It's time. We're gonna go into the Aether. I did decide to put the portal here. I like how it looks. This was always one of my favorite portals back in the day. It was very nostalgic. Let's light it. There we go. And now we can't get in currently, but with the Crown of the Skies, apparently we can right click on one of the Aether portal blocks. Very well. You may enter the Aether now. I also made a shovel. Let's go. Alright, starting in the clouds. I don't know if I can stand on that. I don't think I can. Oh, sending me back. Okay, well, while I'm back, let me get some blocks. I'm pretty sure, like that item is doing, I would fall through this. Let's replace this a bit. Alright, well, now that I have a bit of a platform set up, let's go. Oh, that's what the parachute does. That is good to know. I'm gonna start exploring this and hopefully make it up jumps I try. I will catch up with you all in a bit. Okay, everybody, we did it. I've finished the Aether. I actually enjoyed that mod. That was fun to play. The bosses were fun. I thought they were interesting compared to some of the other bosses. It wasn't like a just like walk up and whack. You had to like collect 10 Valkyrie medals or like fight it with your pickaxe or stuff like that. It was fun. I ended up setting up the Aether portal right here. I kind of like this. I might move it a bit. And I set up the basic Aether crafting stuff needed to get the resonating orb right here. Enchanted Gravitite on the bottom to speed up the altar. One thing I also liked about this mod is that you automatically complete the entire tree in order to get the final thing, the resonating orb, which will be used for a resonator, which is awesome. Yeah, so now that we are done the Aether, which was a good time, I enjoyed the Aether, I have been thinking about where I want to start setting up extra utilities, and I think I'm going to do it right here. Create another building and build up a spot for us to do some extra utility stuff, because we should be getting a pretty big power spike from extra utilities. We're entering the next kind of phase of the mod pack with gadgets and utilities, which is really awesome. We'll be getting mob grinding utilities, which is going to be so nice to use, because then we'll be able to farm mobs, which is so great. And maybe some other sources of power or something. We shall see. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Will I sneeze? Now that I've mentioned it, I'm not gonna sneeze. I know for a fact. And thermal expansion and Ender IO we'll be getting into. All very, very fun stuff. Requires the induction smelter, and it never blinks. Okay, well, where is it? Let's see if we can find where the end stuff is. Yeah, so we need to get to there, so we need that and then that. Okay, well, we'll be getting to there eventually. But for now, what I think I'm gonna do is use this stuff and start Iceika. What do we have to craft? Shadow stones, I have those and those. Snow globe and some snow. And we'll start getting into Iceika, go into the frost biome. It doesn't seem like this one will be too long. Like I said, there's only like 7 quests total. And we'll be getting the RF powder, I believe that is. Yeah, combined with GP powder. I don't really know what this will be used for, but we shall see. And see what that gets us to be able to make. All right. Let's get it started! Woo! And now Iceika is finished. I ran through Iceika pretty quickly, just trying to get it over with, because I wanted to really have this episode finish off with the end of Iceika, which we succeeded. We now have the GP powder, which we can use for all the stuff coming up in extra utilities too. If we take a look at the quest book, that pretty much, not chapter 7, that nicely finishes off the sections of chapter 8 we currently have unlocked. There's also the coal furnace. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. And unlocks chapter 9, gadgets and utilities for us. Solar panels, resonators, manual mill, things like that, and expanding us into extra utilities too, which is really exciting because that means we get more tech stuff, which I personally love. Iceika 2 was cool. I enjoyed it. I like that it was a bit slower. I like the portal a lot, and I kind of like the vibes of it. It's always night there, which isn't very fun, but it's manageable. Now, as you can see behind me, there's a little tunnel coming out of the side of this mountain. This mountain, of course, is the artificial one that I built, and this links up to where our controller is. So this is going to be serving as a service tunnel. I'm going to run some Fluix cord, maybe some smart cord, up here, out to here, and this area right here is going to be where we build our extra utilities 2 building, which I like this plot of land a lot. Plot of land as if I'm buying it or something. I like this plot a lot. It's pretty flat to begin with. A lot of space to do stuff. It's kind of close to our AE2 building. There's power already coming over here, and it allows us to kind of connect up this path or connect the path this way or kind of however we want. So we're gonna start working on that. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We got the resonating orb and GP powder, and we're gonna be getting all of this stuff, which is gonna start to really boost us into more OPness, more power. Literally, from the stuff that requires power in this to the stuff that can be used to kill things. So next episode, we're going to start diving into this. I'm going to build a building for Extra Utilities 2 to be housed all the stuff. I'm yet to decide if I want to continue with this style, because this style is really nice, I think, for Mechanism and Applied Engeristics too. I haven't yet put anything in here, but I like this style a lot for what I'm doing with Mechanism and Applied Engeristics too. I don't know, since we're going to be going to further a mod that's further along in the progression. I don't know whether or not I want to switch up the building style to something else. I kind of like the idea of like a red building almost, not like that, but like kind of combine this almost style with more of a red building. I think what I definitely want to do is I'm having a lot of fun kind of mixing up building styles, not sticking with anything super much, kind of experimenting with what I like to build, because over here we kind of have these two older looking industrial revolution-esque buildings, and then over here we have two more modern buildings, and this is kind of a modern structure as well. I think I'm going to be going modern for the next building for Extra Utilities too, but then later on with stuff like Botania, doing a lot more kind of organic buildings, doing maybe like a little cottage or something. I think that would be really fun, especially like really making it pretty and stuff. But for now, I'm going to spend some time figuring out what I want to build here, what sort of structure I think would look good for housing our Extra Utilities 2 stuff, and for progressing further to thermal expansion, and Ender IO, and the end, and Industrial Foregoing, Quantum Flux, Solar Flux, Reborn, and Integrated Dynamics, so all that stuff. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know that I've kind of been running through the exploration mods, but I think the stuff I enjoy more is the building and the automating and the tech stuff. So I'm excited to get back into that and be able to kind of have it be more of a collaborative effort with you guys, with getting feedback from you guys about what I'm doing and what I'm creating, and yeah, making this a world that we play together. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, I'm open to all of them. Leave a comment down below, and I will catch you in the next episode. See ya!